Hey guys, it's Brandon with CR. I just wanted to do an updated video on my castle here. I did post a couple other videos showing it off, but I have done some updates and made some improvements, so I figured I'd show them off. Now, as I've said in my previous videos, that I was going to do some updates, eliminate some things that was occupying the space of which I could build in my castle. For a settlement this small, you can only build so many things in this particular amount of space, so I did have to get rid of some things and make some adjustments. As you can see, I did do a laser tripwire here. Now these things are great if you can get them far enough away from your base or your settlement to make them effective. As you see, I had to run power all the way out here into my castle. Now, another thing I recommend if you're going to be using traps or tripwires and such is these terminals. Now, there are several things on here that you can adjust that if you were just to build them originally without a terminal, you would not be able to. Such as the laser tripwire can be triggered by hostiles or anything. Now, if you do not have a terminal, then you cannot set it to just trigger on hostiles, which is kind of a pain in the ass if you're doing traps and whatnot. So, like so. Another thing you can do is conserve power to, say, your turrets and such. If someone trips the line, then power will go to your laser turrets and missile turrets and whatnot. The way I have it now is they are on all the time, just because I do not need the power for something else at the moment. Now, I'm going to show you here. As you can see, I really cannot build nothing else, maybe one or two other things. And I feel I'm at the bare minimum for food and beds and whatnot. Obviously, I've not been able to get any of my other settlements to go over 17 people, at least not for an extended period of time. So, take you around the walls here, show you a little bit of what I've redone. As you can see, I've finally put a siren in here. Now, I did try to connect the siren to a terminal to have it go off without one of your settlers or soldiers tripping the alarm with this laser wire down here, this fiber optic laser. And I found I cannot, even with the terminal, I cannot get it to go off the way I want it to. So this still has to be activated by hand. Now, if anybody does have a comment on this, I would love to know how to get the siren to go off from the tripwire, but I have not found a way to do it yet, so I have just set it close to one of my outposts. If you have or have not noticed, I mean, it is a complex game. You do expect there to be some little bugs, you know, and I found, especially at my castle, it is hard to keep my guys in these guard outposts. So, like, I don't even mess with it anymore. As far as artillery goes, they'll stay stationed there. But for my guard posts, which I do have people in them, they tend to, like, walk the perimeter more than not. Which I don't mind. I have enough turrets to, stop anything that comes. As I posted in some of my previous videos, I have turn some of my turrets towards the inside of the castle to keep things such as scents and whatnot from teleporting around without receiving damage. And let's take a look down here. Unlike some I've seen in other videos, I have actually made my armory into an armory. Let's take a look over here. Now, this room is not very big, so I am running out of room for all of my power suits and whatnot. I have thought about distributing them throughout the settlements. I've said it several times. I just have not done it. I don't know why. Maybe I'd want to see how many suits I can collect. I believe from what I've heard from other posts is it's around 12, and I do have the the X01 suit, and I will show you where to find some of these suits. This X01 suit, let's take a look at the map here. I did find right in this area here, just around the custom house tower right across from the Boston airport here. Now, what I believe, I'm trying to remember the name. It is a big door, and it is not located on the map, in which case you got to ride an elevator all the way to the top. I believe it's called Tower 32, I believe it's called. But you will find it in this general area. Just look around. Do be cautious. This is a battleground. There are quite a few enemies in this area. You have the mutants, and you have gunners and whatnot. Now, on the top of this tower, you will find a sentry bot, which you will have to defeat. A sentry bot and an assaultron. You will have to defeat both before you are able to receive this armor. Now, another armor that you do not get from the missions would be directly here to the right of Ten Pines Bluff. It is in a rail cart in this area right here between Flight 1981, Ten Pines Bluff, and Outpost, what is that, Cinnamanja. Another one I found is on the road here to Poseidon Reservoir. Now, I may have mentioned a few of these suits on previous videos, but I just wanted to make sure if you haven't seen them, you know where to find them. Another one is between Nordhagen Beach and Fort Strong. Right here, there is a military checkpoint. A lot of times, that's where you will find these, is at old military checkpoints and whatnot. So be sure to check them out when you find them. Even if you don't find power armor, you can find guns and ammo, so it's worth the risk. Anyway, I just want to take you on a little tour and show you some of the things I've done with my fort. As you can see, I have upgraded all my settlers and Minutemen with combat armor and military fatigues, whatnot. I also have outposted them all, or equipped them all with a couple different weapons and some armor for each of these weapons. Now, it does get kind of cumbersome to do it for all your settlements, so I recommend you do one at a time. Start with your favorite settlements. I did Sanctuary as well. I have not done combat armor for them yet, but I am working on it right now. I have them all equipped in metal armor and leather armor. I do recommend, once you can carry quite a few things, to start stripping your enemies down and taking their armor and equipping it on your settlers. It just makes them that much more stronger, and I mean, pipe weapons and friggin' flannel shirts don't really stand up to much. If you want to keep your settlement numbers high, I recommend doing this, especially later on in the game. Anyway, if you have any questions or comments, let me know. I will post other videos, I'm sure, in the future, and let me know. I have spent quite a bit of time on Fallout 4. It is, by comparison to some other games, quite large, so again, let me know if you have any questions, and if I can, I'll help you out. Alright, you guys have a good night.